Hey guys, Cruznikx back with more Final Fantasy XIV. When we last left off, we're trying to protect the cerulean processing plant from the likes of the Garleans again. We've begun keeping a close eye on that Garlean garrison, and it would seem that the Imperials have finally begun to mobilize. According to the reconnaissance report that just came in, the squads seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to effectively take and hold our position. They will likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared this report with the Crystal Braves. They've decided to take to the field and meet this assault head-on. Pray, report to Lieutenant Ascian, and lend your much welcome strength to the counteroffensive. Alright, where's Ascian? Oh, there she is.
Glad to have you with us, Bayan. As I'm sure Lieutenant Edelstein has explained, the Garleans have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridianum.
Their main column assembles to the north near Dalamud's Talons, but we've also spied several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. They wish you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detached force free to raid the plant and pillage supplies. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men.
Captain Ilberd!
Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bid you and your fellows come lend a hand to the Braves. With such mighty heroes at its disposal, the force should have little trouble contending with aught the Garleans might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting restless holed up in Ul'dah, so I marched them out here to fill any holes in the plant's defenses and add their numbers to your counterattack.
The reinforcements are welcome. We have enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls.
Aye. 'Twould be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let us take this fight to the Garleans.
A wise course indeed. I shudder to think of the consequences should any of those storage tanks be exposed to fire. If there are no objections, the Scion shall join the Fourth and give battle to this main column.
You're with the Third then. You're with the Third then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept the squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When you are ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Yuyuhase. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. Alright, let's ride. Jesus, so close, and yet so far. A pleasure to be fighting by your side once more, Scion. Our operations invariably succeed when you're around, and victories are wont to pave the road to greater coin. Now, this detached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads, the better to conceal themselves within the terrain hereabouts. That's, I imagine. We'll need to split ourselves up as well to cover more ground, and make sure we root out all these would-be raiders. And seeing as how you're an army unto yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scour clean of army soldiers. Aye, this'll be a simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when the task is done. Happy hunting, Scion. Oh, over there. Alright, Tenchi, let's go. This is too easy. Next. Oh, Cliff. Please, you don't actually think you're a match for me, do you? I can't use Flash or Circle of Scorn here unless I invoke the, unless I provoke the Earth sprites around the area. There we go. You seem grim, Scion. I take it to mean that between us, more than a few Garleans won't be making it back to the castrum. These Imperials, though, they certainly make us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another one of those Magitech horrors. It is time we bid this war-torn land farewell. I will contact the Fourth and let Lieutenant Ascian know that the West is now clear. I would appreciate it if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Edelstein. Alright. Sergeant Oronier, what news of the Garleans? Their raiding parties are no more then. Excellent! The Amalgina engineers will be most relieved to hear that the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you again for your assistance. What's next? You must be anxious for word of your fellows. Lieutenant Ascian has reported a sound victory over the main column, and informs me that the Scions have already turned their attention to other duties. All but one, that is. The Rogadine lady with the large axe. 'Twould appear that she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. I know not what task keeps her from returning to civilization, but northern Denland is no place to wander alone, even for a capable sort such as her. I would certainly feel better about things if you could check in on her before you continue on your way. Alright, let's see, what's going on with Moenbryda?
Hold on, I won't be a second. The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe. I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me, an axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one. And it's not as if it stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it?
You're talking about Archon Louisoix.
Aye, that ought to do it. So far, so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting. Did you see that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether, which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
Excellent.
He senses me. A useful talent.
And Ascian, are they onto us?
By your brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan. Keeper of knowledge. Seeker of truth. Meddler.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns. But I waste my breath. Let me direct my words to one who understands them. We meet at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales.
I see they frickin' stopped paying attention to Ascian language.
And you have long been a thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of Lahabrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Oh, bugger.
Do settle down. You must concede that I acted in self-defense. But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light. Oh, dear. Could it be that frail Hydaelyn has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee. Shorn of light as you are no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken. Now is the time to claim the staff. With it in my grasp, I shall rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiark's right hand.
Zodiark.
What did that bastard want with us?
Something about a staff.
Nabriales, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious. But this staff... You say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff.
I think I know what he's talking about.
Gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louisoix's staff.
Yep.
Philia's in danger. We have to get back to the Rising Stones.
Damn straight we do. So let's move, bitch. Tenchi, get out of here. This ain't a fight for you.
You're here. Master Louis Sword's staff is kept in the Solar, isn't it? Quickly now!
You two.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
What do you mean?
You truly do not know. Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you. The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain. My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and Lahabrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on. But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
Oh!
Moenbryda!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
The staff is but a broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
What use? You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed? The staff Tupsimati, or rather the stone tablet it bears, is host to a great power.
Yeah, but the
Together
stone...
with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings. How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals? Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it. Very well. If you will not part with the staff, I will take you too.
Damn it! Moenbryda, are you alright?
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
The chrysalis now available. As much as I hate to do this one, let's do it. If only it was as quick. And none of my FC mates are on, so it's like, I'm boned. Yeah, nobody wants to fucking do this one. And Novice Network is freaking full of wise asses. Great. All three. Oh, wait, I don't have link shells. You know what? We'll be back in a bit while I arrange, arrange for a viable party. Kruznik out.